What's up, YouTube? It's Boy King. Say something. I'm back forward to it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always. Watch the full video. Shout out to 90J.
The Ugly Corner. Made famous by none other than Kodak Black, this was the intersection of MLK and 18th Ave within the city of Pompano Beach. A small plaza located just across from the Golden Acres projects where the rapper grew up would become somewhat of a tourist attraction after Kodak's rise to fame.
You gonna go to a nigga hood because he made it?
Big shot, catch a little shot.
Where we at now?
We on 1800 block. This where Yak from, you feel me? That's why they got free Kodak right now and shit like that.
Oh, this from Kodak? Where Kodak from? Free Kodak.
I would not be doing that.
Same place Kodak from. Right now, you on the.
I ain't gonna lie, bruh. This is not smart. Yeah, like for the people that's from there, that's cool. That's cool. But for outsiders, bro, this is a liquor store. But niggas in probably this is a tourist attraction? Yeah, I wouldn't be going to take no picture. Unless he was there.
Everything
and then I still wouldn't
get ugly.
No,
even with the
it can
new
get
spotlight,
ugly, so I wouldn't
Ugly
go.
Corner still remained ugly.
Investigators say around 5 Monday
Ugly
evening,
Corner.
4 people were shot.
hanging out
One,
here.
a juvenile, has since died. Their age has not been released. The other 3 are being treated at the hospital for gunshot wounds. A large group of people gathered outside the store. Sky 10 flew over the scene, blood outside of the business. BSO's homicide unit spent hours collecting evidence. No arrests have been announced.
What's up, everybody? It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the rapper C Glizzy being released on bond after a deadly quadruple shooting and a whole lot of snitching going on. March 25th, 2024,
nowadays, bro.
It was 5 p.m. when reports of a shooting in the 1800 block began to come in. Broward sheriffs and Pompano Beach Fire Rescue arrived on scene, finding a 16-year-old shot multiple times. Attempting life-saving measures and rushing him to a hospital, the 16-year-old was pronounced dead. Investigators would learn 3 others had been shot and taken to the hospital in a private vehicle. The investigation into the quadruple shooting would reveal surveillance video of all 4 males standing outside of the plaza when 3 shooters.
Bro. Hold on. My box party blocking it. I'm probably gonna remember. Hopefully I remember to move it. But if not, it's 3 dudes right here, right in front of the liquor store. 2 dudes have their back towards the parking lot. No. When you look, growing up in the trenches, bro, things that you do not do. You never put your back towards the street. You do not walk around with house shoes on. If you can't run in them shoes, do not put them on. Even if you think, oh, okay, I'm gonna just kick them off. That second that you finna kick them off is the second you probably need it to get away. So therefore, don't do that. If you ain't got on those shoes, no. Bus stops, no. Walk until the bus catches up to you. Like, do not sit at a bus stop. That is dangerous. Sitting in the car, that is dangerous. You do not do that because you can't go nowhere. Even if you thinking in your mind, oh, the car, somebody come, I'm a duck and I'm a put it in drive. No, no. Them seconds you think you finna do all that, them are the seconds that you're trying to shield yourself. You're not going to do all that. You're no. So there was just a few
standing outside of the plaza when 3 shooters turned the corner and opened fire. Another camera angle would allegedly capture a 4th shooter firing from a black vehicle. The Broward Sheriff's Office was now on the hunt.
That's crazy.
20 minutes before the shooting, a silver Chevy Cruze was seen on Northwest 6th Ave. Its tag was captured by a license plate reader, and the same car would park near the plaza before the shooting and was seen leaving immediately after. The vehicle was registered to a woman named Marquita Peterson, who resides in Pompano Beach. Although she was the owner, Her son, Aaron Benoit, was the primary driver.
Come on, bro.
Aaron was a
You
local
out of your mama
athlete,
car?
and back in 2022, he'd be featured on Varsity Sports Network.
Aaron, how are you, man?
Good, I'm doing good.
Good. Tell me about the position you play.
I'm an athlete. I play everything on the field.
Love it. I was hoping you'd get that answer after what the coach said. I was just maybe a little test. Talk about what that means to be one of those guys that coach has faith to plug in anywhere and play.
They could count on me anywhere, at any time, to make a play for them if it's a big situation in the game.
Do you have a preference on any certain position?
I play wide receiver.
There you go.
And safety.
There you go.
I like taking away the ball and tackling.
I love it. Love it.
Aaron would later graduate from South Broward High in July of 2024, where he played wide receiver. It would seem Aaron was a good kid, but clearly wasn't making good decisions. On March 29th, Aaron and his mom made a delayed police report that their vehicle was stolen 27 days prior on March 2nd. Aaron swore he was carjacked by two black males wearing all black. According to Aaron's statement, he was told, "Get out of the car or we'll kill you." After Aaron got out, the second robber got in the passenger side and the vehicle drove off. This statement to the police was later recanted. On April 1st, Aaron agreed to speak with police again regarding the alleged robbery/kidnapping. This time, he promised to be truthful. During his interview with police, he said on the day of the shooting he was on his way to a friend's house to buy some weed. On the way there, he was approached by a friend named C. Glizzy. Christian Moore, aka C. Glizzy, is a 21-year-old rapper from Pompano who made headlines after surviving a headshot back in 2019. The shooting would leave him blind in one eye.
Up-and-coming rapper C. Glizzy accepted his high school diploma.
That's the best feeling ever.
Exactly 2 years from the day he was shot in the head.
The bullet is like grazed in. It went in, but it went in like through an angle. That's why I didn't never die.
C. Glizzy, whose real name is Christian Moore, says he was sitting in the passenger seat of a car waiting for his friend to come out of Community Food Store number 4 in an area known as the Ugly Corner. His friend got back in the car and started driving away. That's when...
What be the point? I mean, I don't know. Like, what be the point of, like, other than like, you know, making your parents proud or whatever? But like, what be the point of finishing school if you're gonna not saying that this is necessarily what they were hoping to do, but sometimes different people be doing though. People will go to school, go to college just to turn back, or go like be in college during the day. They come out, hang out on the block, throwing their life away. Bro, what are you doing? Like that's a positive and a negative, bro. Like you gotta stick to one. Stick to one. You can't straddle the fence.
Suddenly, someone started shooting at them. C. Glizzy says he doesn't know why.
And then we got into a car crash on the way to the hospital.
C. Glizzy was ejected from the car. His brother, who was also injured in the crash, carried C. Glizzy on the side of I-95 until a good Samaritan pulled over.
I'm a blessing. I'm a walking miracle.
Aaron would go on to tell police C. Glizzy offered him $400 to use his car for the day. He agreed to rent out the car to him, but left his cell phone inside. Aaron said the car was returned to him around 9 p.m., at which time he got his phone back. This statement was also later recanted. Later in the same interview, he changed the story again, this time promising to be truthful after the previous inconsistent stories to police. Aaron went on to say on the day of the shooting, he was on his way to another friend's house when he was approached by his friends Devontae Lowe.
He must be damn my boy, I'm so sorry for you. But he must be like his mom is, or maybe him. He might. It's like, all right, it's either him or his mom is on some let's do the right thing. And then when he leave, you're like, damn, bro, somebody gonna find out, or somebody gonna look at me as a snitch. And you already know when you living in the hood, that's not a jacket that you want to have on you, young or old. Therefore, it might be that. That's probably why he keep recanting. But like he's doing the right thing, and then like, no, I can't. I gotta take that back. That's crazy though, man.
Kyle Robinson,
they got my boy looking like
Christian Moore, aka C. Glizzy.
What's his name?
He said all of them were wearing all
right
black,
now,
and C. Glizzy was carrying a rifle. They asked for a ride to
Jason
8th
without the
Street
mask.
Pompano near the shooting location. On the way there, one of them told him to drive around the corner because they saw someone they were looking for. Aaron told police they told him to park on the side of the store, and as soon as he parked, Aaron said his 3 friends got out and started shooting. When the gunfire stopped, Kyle and C. Glizzy got back in the car, leaving Devontae behind. Aaron dropped the 2 off at C. Glizzy's girlfriend's house before driving back to his mom's. After the interview, Aaron showed police the silver car was now black and said he used 12 cans of spray paint to disguise the car a week before this statement. What? Aaron identified all 3 shooters by photo lineup and said he'd known Kyle and Devontae.
That's premeditation.
Aaron would further claim he did not know what the 3 shooters were up to before the shooting. 5 days after Aaron's final interview with police, Pompano Beach crime scene technicians located and arrested 21-year-old C. Glizzy. The next day, Broward's Viper team, short for Violence Intervention Proactive Enforcement Response, would arrest 19-year-old Kyle
gang,
and
that's what they are.
18-year-old Devontae.
They're a
All
gang.
3 men would face murder and 3 counts of attempted murder with the firearm. Not much was reported on about the 16-year-old victim, identified as John Zentren, but apparently he was a rapper by the name of Lil JR from the G, and he liked to troll the dead.
Let our balloons go. 1, 2, 3. Long little mix, man. Long little mix, man. Long my brother, man. Long little mix, man. Man, long little mix, man. Hey, cut the music back on, man. Turn on my brother, man.
Nigga know what the fuck going on. It's legit from the G. Know that. It's legit.
Yeah. Trolling the dead is never the way to go, my boy. Never the way to go, bruh. Somebody gonna come see you about that one. But that's never what you do. Like, even off like the street stuff in general, bro. Like, that person is gone. They don't hear you. They don't know what you're saying. Like, it makes no sense.
Trying to G, part the car, trying to creep, running down the press the lead. All the boy got left the seats. I ain't shooting from no 3. Get up close, put you to sleep. Now he all in Brody weed. I've been tweaking for a week.
That shit was ass. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
And could be seen within a documentary by Street Billboard Films.
That shit was trash.
Going all through the project, Kodak would pull up to the Ugly in a Rolls Royce, as JR could be seen standing out front of the same place he'd later be killed. A video would drop of JR holding an iPad with a photo of another rapper named Lil Mitch in a casket. Lil Mitch was from GYG, short for
That's why you never
Graveyard
post them
Gang.
pictures, bro.
He was only 16 when he died, and is rumored to have been killed after attempting to rob a man for a PS5 on OfferUp. While his death had nothing to do with his enemies, Lil Mitch had videos posted on his Instagram dissing his ops and making it clear he was 1800K. 1800 being the block the Ugly Corner sits on. JR would troll Lil Mitch's death, and even though he had nothing to do with it, less than 2 months after Lil Mitch died, JR would meet the same fate. When the news dropped of JR's alleged killers being arrested, the Reddit police department would quickly piece together a motive. While the public only knew them by their government names, Reddit would identify all 3 shooters by their Instagram handles. Devontae Lowe, aka Blick His Ass, and Kyle Robinson, aka K Spaz, would have clear ties to GYG and would both honor Lil Mitch on their page. Reddit would also point out the day after JR was killed on the Ugly Corner, 6 Ave Youngin would drop a song featuring the late Lil Mitch titled On One. Reddit comments would allege JR's death was get back for JR dissing Lil Mitch, and GYG dropping the music video the very next day was the final laugh. What isn't known is what C. Glizzy has to do with GYG, as he isn't a member. It would seem the only connection C. Glizzy has to the case is the fact that Aaron Benoit identified him in more than one recanted statement, as Aaron ruined his credibility as a witness. Aaron initially said he was carjacked, then claimed he rented the car to see Glizzy, then admitted to driving all 3 men and being the alleged getaway driver. But remember,
how you gonna rent your mama car out though, bro? It was registered in her name. It wasn't even in your name. How you gonna rent her car out to another nigga? Like, how, what?
Aaron claimed he had no idea what 3 men
I wish I would
with
give
guns
another
were
dude
planning
my
to do.
mama car. Bro.
Aaron's statements clearly were meant to save his own
go hit
ass,
the bus, nigga.
saying he got carjacked, saying he rented the car to see Glizzy but left his phone in there, so obviously the cell phone data is going to say he was at the scene, and then finally admitting to being the driver and getaway driver, but saying he had no idea what they were about to do, in all black, with a rifle. His statement seemed to be the only evidence linking C. Glizzy, and because of that, C. Glizzy was just released.
What?
Hanging out my drawers, you can tell I got the blick. Only ducking from the locker, every day I'm taking risks. I be playing that shit raw, cause I know how to get it. If a nigga shoot my shot, boy, you know I ain't gon' miss. Told y'all to cook the plot, toast the yacht like Rich.
Posting a $100,000 bond, C. Glizzy would waste no time before showing out in a Corvette with jewels on, and his signature eye patch looking like a Pompano Beach pirate. His co-defendant Devontae Lowe would also be granted a bond, but his paperwork would reveal a new motive. Apparently, Aaron Benoit said a bit more than originally released. When the shooters asked to get out of the car, Aaron claimed he heard around 30 shots fired. He put the car in drive when 2 shooters jumped in, leaving the 3rd at the scene. He didn't know what the shooters were going to do beforehand, but
you gonna leave your homies,
target was 22-year-old Elijah Gustave. According to Aaron, Elijah was allegedly responsible for shooting C. Glizzy back in the day, causing him to lose his eye. This would give an entirely new motive, that it wasn't get back on JR for dissing Lil Mitch, it was get back for C. Glizzy. Cell phone data would also apparently show Glizzy and Devontae at the scene at the time of the shooting, and even with that being said, Devontae was given a bond, and Kyle has a bond hearing coming up in a few days. At this time, we don't know what the fuck the motive was. Aaron is claiming it was get back for C. Glizzy being shot years ago. Reddit is claiming it was get back for Lil Mitch because JR was dissing. But what we do know is 4 people got shot, including Elijah, and JR was the only one that died. Aside from cell phone data, the only evidence linking them to the quadruple shooting is Aaron, and for some reason, he hasn't been charged as the getaway driver. We'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now this is my
I ain't gonna tell you unless y'all say I ain't gonna be charged.
I feel like there's a possibility they beat this case. We haven't heard that they recovered the firearms, they have DNA evidence, anything like that. They say that they have some cell phone data. Aaron, who's the style witness, is the getaway driver. He admitted to it. He drove them there, he drove them back. He's claiming that he knows nothing about it. Mind you, he files a police report, almost a month late, saying he got carjacked. Then he says he rented the car to his friend and left his phone in it because, his phone, that's going to show his cell phone data saying that he was at the scene. Then he changed the story a 3rd time and said, yeah, I drove them and they were dressed in all black and see Glizzy had a rifle, but I didn't know what they were going to do. And then when they let 30 shots off on the Ugly, I just started driving and 2 of them jumped in. I didn't know they were going to jump in. I didn't know this was going to happen. So this is Aaron Benoit, the wide receiver from high school, right? Other than that, what else is there? It doesn't say anything else got them fucking arrested. It doesn't say there was any other probable cause aside from these statements.
Yeah, we have no proof of nothing, but somebody snitch, that's
unless they find some magically new shit, I don't see how they wouldn't beat this case. And this is the thing. It's not a matter of if they did it or if they didn't. It's a matter of can it be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Like Casey Anthony, everyone pretty much says she did it, but they didn't have enough evidence to actually prove the shit, and she walked. And the fact that they all have bonds just further goes to show the evidence can't be that crazy, right? Because Melly hasn't been given a bond.
That is true because a lot of times, but like if they got you, they're not. Yeah, especially for like these type of like violent crimes, there is no bond. Depending on the state, there is no bond for violent crimes. Therefore, for them to be still getting bond, yeah, the evidence must not be that tight. They're like, yeah, they can go out, they can fight this on the street. It's cool.
At all,
Which is
6
still
years
crazy
later.
though.
But
You don't know if they did it or not.
see, Glizzy gets a bond and walks out, puts a chain on immediately after. He's flexing, he's stunting, he's hanging out, and he's living life, and he's most likely doing so with a smile because of the overwhelming amount of confidence he has to this case. Aaron's the only one that brought up Elijah that allegedly shot C. Glizzy. Other than that, everyone else on the internet seems to think it's some GYG shit, and Glizzy has nothing to do with GYG. So none of this shit really fucking makes sense, and because of that, I think that they may walk in this situation. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section.
It'd be crazy though, like people be getting away with crimes, bro. Not saying that anybody has 100% proof that they did, because if they did, they would be watching them up. But when it do be cases when you see people you know for a fact, or you think for a fact that they did it, and then they still get off, it's like that'd be crazy, bro.